Hey y'all, welcome back. As mentioned in my last video, here is my state of the pen case video, also known as a currently inked video, but to me it feels kind of like a sad currently inked because it is in no way a curated like set of currently inked pens. Um, it is just the random pens that have been inked recently or have stayed inked for a long time. I have 3 jars of pens in my kitchen that I need to clean. So like I have used a lot more pens than these. Um, but I just have not taken the time to clean them, and I have not been re-inking things because I'm at that point where I feel like I want to, kind of start fresh. So I'm trying to kind of use some of this up. Some of it I will not mind dumping, some ink. But right now I'm just feeling like, oh, I kind of want to just use what I already have inked, and then I'll start fresh. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, here is what I currently have inked. So I have 2 cases. I have this Rickshaw Sinclair that is a collaboration with White Bear Pens. You can buy this right now on Michaela at White Bear Pens on her website. I would very much like to also get a solo sleeve because I use my like solo rickshaw sleeves all the time. But at the moment, she only offers them when you buy a pen, and I don't need to buy a pen just to get a sleeve right now. And I'm not in the market for a new pen at the moment. So one day I will buy from Michaela again because her pens are fantastic. But anyway, this is a super cute case, and I'll show you the inside of it in just a minute. And then the other one is my giant 40 pin Galen leather pen case. This does not have 40 pins in it, so it's not nearly full. I think we can go through these pretty quick, and I am going to do like a little writing sample, sort of just to show you, but also sort of just for myself to like see, oh, wait a minute, this one's actually empty, needs to be cleaned, or has dried out, or just to make some decisions about it as we go. So may not do like I'm not going to do like a whole review on each pen or anything, um, but I will show each one. So let's start with what's in this case. Um, these pens, most of them were in the big case, but when I went on a trip for Labor Day weekend and only took a few pins with me, and they were actually in this one for my trip, this little Galen leather 6-pin case, which just quickly, I almost didn't keep this because when I first got it, it was so tight when you put 6 pins in it that I felt like I was crushing my pins to try to zip it up. But just like leather does, it has stretched out over time. I did that first month or so that I owned this. One day I opened it up like this and I stuffed it like really full with just ballpoint pens and gel pens and things that I wasn't too worried about to try to stretch the leather a little bit, and that helped a little bit. And then just with use, it stretched out a little bit. But then I moved them to this and picked a couple extras to put in here. Um, so I have a Retro 51. This was a collab with Gold Spot pens, and it's cotton candy. And I can't remember, I want to say who made the resin, but I don't want to say it because I might be wrong. So I'll put it on the screen. But anyway, I love this cotton candy retro. I need to change out the refill for a ballpoint because that is always what I prefer over the roller ball. So the inside of this case has a beautiful velvety plush, what do they call it? The royal plush pink lining. And I have 6 pens in here. So let me grab my trusty Hippo Noto. And we're just going to start on this side. I'll go back and fill in this later because I don't love to waste space in this notebook. And let's start with, this is my most recent pen. I just did an unboxing on it the other day. If you missed that, go check it out. This ink is new. Some of these I'm not going to remember what ink is in them, but this is the Franklin Christoph. It is Gourmet Pens by Franklin Christoph, model 46. It's called Stars. on Sapphire Lakes. Has a medium Yovo nib, and this ink is Papier Plume Snowball Plum. I don't have a lot of medium nibs inked right now. Oh, and I need to bring my camera down. But this one came with a medium nib. I inked it up, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna try to keep these writing samples short. So I'm gonna probably abbreviate some things, or not write like all the details. All right, next up in here, let's go for this one. This is a pen by Just Turnings from Australia. And the Just Turnings Mimas. I don't really know how it's pronounced. I'm sorry. It's got an extra fine nib. It's just a white resin. And then this is primary manipulation 4. Yes, I believe 4. From Carolina Pen Co. And then it has these little rainbowy rings that actually the top and bottom will the screw and unscrew off. Well, I can't say that. Will unscrew, and so he actually offered me gold rings instead of these rainbow ones, but I like the rainbow ones. So, and this is inked with Pilot Iroshizuku. I'm just gonna abbreviate Konpeki. There's that EF nib. I probably don't need to waste time on the little swirlies for every pen because I don't want this to be an hour-long video. River City Pen Co. This is the Westwood model, I believe. Mackenzie Diamond Cast, Pink Diamond Cast, and Operex Finials. I got this one around Christmas time last year, and it's my only pieces of Operex in my collection. I love it. Love this pink. This has so let me, hold on, River City Pen Co. I believe it's the Westwood. It's got an extra fine nib. Like I said, pink diamond cast. And this ink, I just re-inked this one the other day. Oh, I re-inked it at my parents' house. It is Diamine Marine, but don't trust it. This is not the color that Marine usually is, because I think I still had a little purple left in here that got mixed in with that Marine. Marine is usually much more like bright teal. Right here. This is Marine. So that's a Marine mixed with purple. But these two are freshly inked. This one, not so much. All right, next, Esterbrook ST. This is the Bungo Box collaboration. Esterbrook ST. It's called Kacho Fugetsu. I hope I'm pronouncing that semi-correctly. Flower. It's extra fine. And this is one of my favorite inks, Monteverde Gratitude. It's Gratitude Magenta, so it's a magenta. I love, love, love this pen. I did a video, an unboxing of this pen, and it is just gorgeous. I hope there are going to be more in that collection. Yeah. So I talked about that in the unboxing video about how I think there might be more. All right, this is the Leonardo Momento Magico and Bella di Notte. It is a Gold Spot collaboration. Who made this material? I can't remember right now, but I still am a little bothered by those threads like scraping right here. That is just so different. Like, I don't have that in any other pen that I own, I don't believe. So, but I'm really, really enjoying this pen. I've used it so much, and it holds so much ink. I have not had to re-ink it yet, but I filled it up. So I have really been enjoying this, and I kind of feel bad that I sort of gave it a meh when I did my unboxing. So go check out that video to see some more close-ups and stuff, but just know that I'm enjoying it a lot more than I sounded like in that one. So, all right, this is the Leonardo, my handwriting, y'all. Momento Magico. I'm just gonna put Bella. This is EF. And this is Pilot Iroshizuku. Oh gosh. Murasaki Saki Shikibu. Okay, I need to take a breath and calm down. I'm rushing. I'm rushing myself, and my poor handwriting. My poor handwriting is not going. It's not doing well these days. And last but not least, in that pen case is a very simple Pilot Vanishing Point purchased from Amazon for $65. This is the one with the steel, or they call it the special alloy metal nib, and it's in a fine. So this is a Pilot VP in deep yellow. Truth be told, I like this nib better than the gold nibs I have on my other Vanishing Points. This is a fine. It is broader. This fine is broader than the fine on my gold nibbed. The gold fine nib I have on another Vanishing Point. It's a little broader, but I like it. And the ink is just a Pilot Black cartridge. I have refilled this with black ink probably 3 times and just love it because I don't feel afraid to use it. It's kind of it's not a like throw around literally pen, but I'm not afraid to use it because it's not extremely expensive. It's not got a gold nib on it. I just am really enjoying it. So that's what's in this case. I'm gonna load this back up really quick. This case does have pen slots on one side, and on the other it is just open. So what I decided to do was put the plain acrylic resin whatever pens together because they're not going to really hurt each other. I mean, you wouldn't want them to like live like that for their whole life, but these other ones have clips and stuff that I didn't want to damage each other or these other pens, so that's why I put them over there. And this is fine. It's fine. I love this pattern though. Look at these cute polar bears. Absolutely love it. I would buy all the rickshaw items in that pattern. So, all right, let me bring I've got to figure out how to do this because this is a very large case. My desk is messy. I'm trying not to show you the sides. Let me move this out of the way. I think I can open this up on the desk. This is the one little thing I don't love about this case. This is Velcro, and I get that you need it so that you can open the thing the whole way, but I wish there were like 2 snaps here or something instead of the Velcro. Maybe one day I'll get really brave and like try to put on my own snaps. But I love my Galen leather pieces. The Velcro is just ugh. So here's this case. This is this Ferris wheel press little thing, carousel thing. That like the little inkwell. And I won it in a giveaway. And I've never used it for anything, but it's super cute. It's so much smaller than I expected it to be, which makes sense, like in hindsight, like why would you want it to be giant to put ink into it? But when I opened it, I was like, whoa, this is so small, but it's so cute. So, all right, there's some randomness in here. So this case holds 40 pens. Like I said, does not have 40 in it currently. Oh, I'm afraid that was ink in it. So here's a quick little overview, and there's one in this thing as well. So we're going to start in this middle section, and maybe I'm going to consolidate them too as I go. Okay, so first pen in the case, Aurora 88 Burano medium gold nib, and I think I know what it's inked with. Aurora 88 Burano medium. Yes, I know. And it is inked with Papier Plume Spearmint, which is also from that Snowball Party collection, which I found out I missed a new addition to the Snowball Party collection, like a whole new 5 inks recently that I just didn't see them release. I don't know why, because I get Papier Plume emails and I follow them on Instagram and everything, and somehow I missed it. So I'm a little bummed about that, but I've got so many inks. So yeah, here's this pen. It's gorgeous, beautiful nib. I kind of wish I had gotten it with a fine nib, but I'm sure that my tastes are going to swing back the other way, or I can get this one ground at some point. You can also, I think you can buy Aurora gold nibs individually, so I could always buy a replacement at some point. This is the Lucky Star Pens collaboration with Tailored Pen Co. It's called Stella Fane. Is that right? It is pretty. When Lucky Star Pens posted about this on Instagram last year, early this year, I was excited to sign up for it. Look how pretty this is. Lots of sparkles. It's got those silver stars in it. Really nice. Yeah. There's some things I don't love about this pen. Not the design, like it's really pretty, but it's got some sharp edges. Like, oh, it has this roll stop that's really pretty. I like it, but it's very sharp. Like the corners are very sharp, and I find that the pen too, like the corners are just sharp on the both finials, and this step right here is sharp, which doesn't bother me when I'm writing, but it's just sharp and like I don't know. Like I think I just prefer pens to be a little more rounded all over, you know. But it's gorgeous and it's well made, and I mean even the nib has the Lucky Star Pens logo on it. It's well made. It's a great pen, and some people probably really love the sharp edges. So, not really complaining, just pointing out. All right, so this is the Lucky Star Pens by Tailored Pen Co. Stellophane. It's got a fine nib. Let me see if I can see what ink is in here. I think I've been writing purple. Oh yes, that was a Westwood. Okay, no, I don't know. It's not Murasaki Shikibu. It's something different, and I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's in my journal, so I will try to write the name on the screen because I am certain that I wrote it in my journal like the first day that I inked this. But here is that purple. You can see it's different. It's darker. Hopefully you can see than this. It's also maybe dried out just a smidge, but I still think it's a different purple than that. So, anyway, the best I can give you right now. Here is an Esterbrook SD in Winter White. This is the one that is the regular cartridge converter, not the push button. I do still have that one as well, and very much like it. But standard SD. This one has an extra fine nib. I'm just going to write SD because we know where SDs come from, right? Winter White. EF. And I believe this is Kujaku. Yes. Pilot Iroshizuku Kujaku. Yep. And it's dried out a little bit in here because it's darker than it originally was. But I still really like that blue. But it's been in here for a while. I haven't been putting a date on when I ink pens other than in my journal, like I'll say new pen day, and what the ink is. Sorry, I don't have that here. But I like all my Iroshizuku inks. And this one's no exception. Great pen. Lamy Safari Neon Coral. This one was inked in my last mystery matchup. Has a fine nib on it. Oh, this ink looks pretty similar to Kujaku, which tells me Kujaku really has dried out some because this ink should be darker, because this is Diatramentis Black Blue. And you can see this one better in my last mystery matchup. But I'll kind of show this whole thing closer in a few minutes. I'm going to try to get through them. I have two of these, so I can do them really quickly. These are the Platinum Meteor or Platinum Shooting Star. They're called either one different times, but I bought both of these on AliExpress. These are super cute, little, really inexpensive pins. They use the same guts as like a platinum. They use the same guts as some of the other inexpensive platinum pins, so it's very like exchangeable. You can move nibs around. I think you can even switch the grip into other pins. I think maybe I'm wrong about that, but anyway, both of these say 03, and they're which is I think fine. And they have black platinum cartridges in them right now, I think. And they've been inked for a while, so I'm not going to be surprised if they are. Yeah. Okay. It's working. Kind of. Meteors. This is the cat. And this is the Hello Kitty. That's the writing sample I'm going to give you. Just platinum black ink, very basic, very easy, cute little pens. Up next, I have a Kaweco Sport. This is in the dark olive, deep. I wanted to say deep olive. I think I said dark olive. I think it's dark olive. This is probably my favorite Sport that I own. This color combo of the green with the gold. It's got a great little fine nib on it. Let's see if it's working. It is. It's a collection Sport. Is it called deep olive or dark olive? I'm going to say dark, but it might be deep. Anyway, it was a limited one. It's got a fine nib on it, and it has Kaweco Blue cartridge. And I have, oh sorry, I totally did that off screen, didn't I? It's got a super nice little fine nib. I think I've replaced the blue cartridge in this twice because I just like it. Like the blue doesn't particularly match the green or anything, but I like Kaweco Blue cartridges and I like this pen. So I just have refilled it a couple times. Up next is another Kaweco Sport. This one is in pink. I think it was just called pink. And this was also part of that mystery matchup video. This one has a medium nib on it. Yeah, and go watch that mystery matchup to see more. Kaweco Sport. Medium. Oh, pink. And it has Diatramentis scented violets. I really love this ink. Is that what's in there? No, that's not scented ink. This is one of my favorite purple inks. And this nib is really smooth, really nice, such a cutie. I honestly don't reach for sports very much. I was using that green one for a specific purpose, like it was staying with a certain notebook for a while. So I used it a lot, and I've used it less lately, but that's okay. I'm going to keep using it. um, and I thinned out my sport collection a good bit, but there's a few that I'm just going to hang on to because I do like to use them sometimes. So I think I have 5 or 6 now. And I think I used to have like 12. So, all right. Next up, oh, the third pen from that last mystery matchup is the. I want to go to the back of this. Let's just move right over here. This is an Esterbrook Esty Blueberry. Oops. It is dry as a bone at the nib. And this, let me check this ink. Yeah. Esty. All right, this ink is not coming out, but there's plenty in the pen, so it just needs a little coaxing, I think. Esty. Blueberry. Broad nib. I'm not loving this broad nib currently. I mean, it's really smooth and stuff, but it's just not what I want to write with these days. And you know what? This color combo, this ink has definitely darkened quite a bit, but like it's dried out a little bit. Yeah, okay, anyway, that is Birmingham Pen Co. Boiler Steam. And you can see a more true to color swatch of this on that mystery matchup video, that most recent one. So yeah, oh, like I said, I'll show all of these closer at the end. TWSBI Diamond 580, almost at Eco. Iris, so this is this rainbowy one. I really, really like this pen a lot. And I don't know why it's so comfortable to use. And I've not always reached for Diamond 580s very much, but for some reason I love this one. But it has been inked for a while because I've just reached for other things. So this is a TWSBI Eco. Not a TWSBI Eco, it's a TWSBI Diamond 580. Iris. It says a fine nib on it, which I love. And I believe this is inked with Pannonia Arvakska. And I may not have written it down, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Pannonia Arvakska. It is a Cult Pens exclusive, I think, and it's a great sort of bright, cool purple. Really, really like that purple. So, another pen. Next here is another Vanishing Point that is inked, and this has the fine nib that I was talking about that I don't love. This is that, is it the 30th anniversary one? Pilot VP 30th anniversary, and it's called Hunter Green or Forest Green. I don't know. Taiwan, right? 30th anniversary Taiwan. Anyway, it's got a fine gold nib on it, and it's smooth and everything, but I don't love. I like the firmness, I think, of that other one, that alloy one, better. This one I also have just a Pilot cartridge, or yeah, just a Pilot black cartridge in it. I can tell this one is drying out a little bit because that ink is really sheening on the page, and it shouldn't be. I think it's getting dry, so I need to probably clean it out pretty soon. even if I just put another cartridge in it or put the same, well, I don't know, maybe not the same one. All right, next, Pilot Custom 74. This one you can see is pretty much out of ink, but it still had some in the feed, so I decided to just use it until I couldn't use it anymore. Custom 74 in Violet. This is a discontinued color that I had to track down, and I'm so glad I did. I really, really like this one. Pilot Custom. Little ant on my desk. 74 Violet medium. It is a very broad medium nib, I feel like, for a Pilot gold nib. But I really like it. I am reaching for finer nibs most of the time right now, but yeah, I still love this so much. And this ink is one that I've sort of paired with it, and just like I have refilled it with this ink 2 or 3 times. It is Sailor Shikiori Fuji Sugata. Yeah, look, that Pilot ink right there is not even drying. So that for sure needs to be cleaned. I'm actually going to pull that one out and put it aside. All right, Pilot Custom 823. I have 3 of these to show you. This one I did use up completely and refill a few months ago. I think I refilled it in a video, actually, because then I filled it all the way to the top. And it is filled with, again, one of my most favorite inks. This is Pilot Custom 823. This is my broad nib, and I don't reach for it as much as finer nibs, but I do really like it. So, and I like having all 3 nib sizes, all 3 stand like regular nib sizes in these 823s. Broad. This is the one that's called transparent because it's transparent. It's just clear, and then with the black. Yeah, I know it might be hard to see that it's clear. I have a whole video on Pilot Custom 823, so if you're interested in that, it's gotten a lot of good feedback. So I feel like it was a decent video of mine. So yeah, if you're curious about the 823, go take a look at that. It is such a comfortable, like, beautiful, simple yet really wonderful pen to use with a vacuum filler. So yeah, if you don't know much about the 823, go look at that video for sure. Anyway, this again has Monteverde Gratitude. One of my favorite inks. I love it, love it. And it's in this cute, like, I've used more than half of this bottle. It's so cute. I'm also guilty of buying ink sometimes because it's cute, like this Joy Sepia Monteverde, which I actually don't love the ink, but look how cute he is. It reminds me of the Mr. Men and Little Miss Sunshine, like Little Miss Sunshine and those characters. All right, look, this one is, can you see it? It is basically empty. There is no pen, there's no ink moving around in there. But again, Pilot Custom, there's a little bit in the feed. 823. This one has a medium nib on it, and this is the amber model. I'm not sure if you can tell. I'm sure you can with the cap for sure. Definitely. It's brown. The grip and the finials are so dark that in some lights they look black, but actually right here they do look brown. Maybe you can tell. And this is also inked with Pilot Iroshizuku Kujaku. The only reason that it was ever inked with this color is because the seller that I bought this pen from sent me that bottle of ink with the pen. It's like one of the small Iroshizuku inks. And so the day I got it, I had it sent to work, and I just inked it up with that ink and have re-inked it with that ink, I think twice since then. So it's about to need to be cleaned, but I am going to use up what's in the feed. Just because I like the satisfaction of using up all the ink in a vacuum filler because they hold so much. Same for this one. So this is the one in smoke, which is black, but the barrel here, like the plastic is actually translucent, so it's called smoke. But it would like the grip and the finials are black. This one has a fine nib on it, which is a huge step down in size from the medium, which is also like the same with that 74. That medium is so much broader than the fine, which is okay. I mean, I really like this fine nib. I like, I don't know, it just is. This one is also inked with Diatramentis, the Scented Violets ink, and it was completely full, and I have used it all except for what is in the feed. So I'll use that up pretty soon. And then last but not least, I have just a few little random pens. Oh, I do have one more. This is the narwhal, like the original narwhals, like from when they were first released in Poseidon Blue. I had all 4 colors and I've sold all of them except this one, because I like this one and I like the nib on it. So this is now they're called Novelure, but yeah, which they say is pronounced narwhal. But when I bought it, they were called officially narwhal. But and at the time it wasn't called the original, but that's what I call it now. So it's got what they call a fine nib. That is their in-house made fine. It was all they made at the time. And this ink is Diamine Polar Glow, which I filled from the bottle that my dad has at his house. It is a super sheeny blue. And I think this is just about out, but I'm going to keep using it. Alright, so then what's left is sort of an odd little assortment. I'm not fully expecting some of these to write. This is a Pelican, like a vintage pen that we got at the Pelican Hub last year. Endless Pen sent us this. Not a great nib on it. You know, it's really old, and it's not because it's old, I guess, because it was new old stock. But, you know, it's an inexpensive, mass-produced pen. I kind of just have it because it's cute and sort of sentimental. I think it's cool that it's vintage. It's like decent in quality, but not wonderful, you know? So anyway, it's a fun one to have. I have a Jinhao Shark. I think this was inked for a mystery matchup. And it is drying out at the nib, so I need to just push a little ink through it. This ink was, I want to say it's Noodler's Ottoman Rose. So if you want to see that, go back and watch a mystery matchup. I'm sure it's back here somewhere. Anyway, that's drying out. Need to clean that one. This is just a zebra fountain pen. My mom got a pack of these for Christmas, and she gave me one to try out, and it's a great, you know, disposable. I don't know if there's a way to refill it. I don't think that there is, actually. Disposable cheap fountain pen. They're like $1 to $2 a piece on Amazon. You have to buy them in like a pack of 12 or 6 or something. Yeah, writes perfectly out of the box. I haven't touched it in months. Perfect. No hard start, no dry out at all, and it's a snap cap. You want some cheap throw around fountain pens? This is not a bad one to go with. I really like it. I have two of these Pilot Petite ones, which were my first fountain pens, really, as an adult, like back in college. Um, yeah, look, I have not used these in months either. This one is filled with Monteverde birthday cake. No, iced cookie. Birthday cake is purple. Wrote immediately, and it's a snap cap. Like, is that not surprising? But these lived in a drawer. I mean, I have refilled them since then. But these lived in a drawer in my desk drawer when I was in college for like years, and I would pull them out and use them occasionally, and they wrote every time. Let's see. Oh, this is that Monteverde. I'm gonna do this. Joy Sepia. It's just not my favorite brown. It's not bad, but not my favorite. I'm trying to get through these last couple things really quick. And then this is this little Wancher. What's it called? A Pochico? This like teeny tiny little pen. I did a whole unboxing and video about this one. Um, Super cute little teeny tiny pen. So, what is it called? Puchico? Pochico? I think it has an extra fine nib. And I think it might have Monteverde Gratitude in it again. It's in that video. I'm sorry, I'm not. Why are my little doodlies not working? Yeah, is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? This teeny little baby pin. Um, I mean, look, that's my finger. It's my pinky finger. So cute. Um, yeah, so those are the last pins. Oh, and then the last but certainly not least is my Grail pin, which I did a whole video on. My Mont Blanc, Catherine II, patron of arts. And it's inked with Namiki Black, I believe. It has a medium nib on it that is a gusher. I only have one Mont Blanc, so I don't know why I feel like I need to denote which one it is. I'm just going to write Catherine. And it's Namiki Black. My pride and joy. I love this. It's so beautiful. So, so, so beautiful. So, there you have it. Let's see, how many pens is this? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh, and 28 with that Hello Kitty second one. 29. 29 pins. That's actually kind of a low number for me. Oh, sorry, it's not all in the frame. 29, I believe. A couple that I'm going to clean. So it'll be closer to 25, 26. And yeah, I'm probably not going to ink anything new for just a short little while I try to use up some of this. This actually is helpful to me to see, okay, I actually need to like finish using up the last remnants of ink in a few of these so I can get them out of the pen case and see what I have left. And then, I don't know. I don't really want to ink up anything new, not new pens, but anything else until I kind of use some of this up. So, all right, this is a long video. I meant for it to be shorter, but thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, let me know what you're interested in seeing next. Oh, I do have my Hobonichi order coming hopefully soon. I don't think it's even shipped yet, and I ordered it on the 1st. And today is the 6th. So hopefully it's going to ship soon. And I'm excited for that. So I'll share that when I get it. And oh, if you're curious, if you're a Hobonichi person. I have started using my weeks that I bought for this year that I had not even cracked open really yet. So this spring has just gotten spring. This fall has gotten kind of busy, and I was like, you know what? I need my planner. So I am using it. So that makes me feel a little bit better about owning it. But anyway, all right. I appreciate y'all being here and for hanging out with me. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, like put some kind of emoji in the comments. I don't know. Do what you want. Um, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care. Bye. Just here to show you really quickly, I consolidated everything into the 20 pin case from Galen Leather, and this is everything that's not in here, aside from these two, which I'm gonna clean. So yeah, this is a little bit more wieldy and no Velcro. So just wanted to show you that. Thanks. Bye.